Okay, today's topic. A lot of people have been interviewing Andrew Tate.
Who's Andrew Tate?
He's a red pill guy. I think he's a former kickboxer, and I think now he's more of like a guru, multi-millionaire, lives out in Romania.
It's a hypothetical, so let me change it. You and your woman are asleep in bed upstairs. You hear someone break into the house downstairs. Who goes downstairs?
Nobody.
Tripping. XQ, you tripping. Hold on. XQ, so you're not going down there?
Nobody's going down there.
So what if they come upstairs?
Bro, you gotta protect.
Bro,
Hold
I'll
up,
keep it
bro.
a buck 50
Protect?
real quick.
Protect?
Real quick. I'll keep it a buck 50.
No. My job is to survive, not protect.
Beta!
My job is to survive. And sometimes that means the guy go down there, the guy's a gun. It
What if
doesn't
you're-
matter.
Beta!
That sounds crazy, doesn't it?
That sounds crazy.
Right?
Because you're not acknowledging, though, okay, you know what?
Go for it.
Maybe you are not gonna go outside. You're not gonna go downstairs. Maybe you are not. Okay, I'll take it. Beta! I'll take it. But for real, I'll take it. Maybe you're not gonna go out downstairs. But he's asking a general question, and I have the feeling that you sensed where you was going, so you went on the defensive mode. You said, "Nobody's going outstairs. My job is." Okay, let's stick to a general question. In general, who is going downstairs? Nobody should. That's not what the question was. In general, who is going downstairs?
What if your girl's an MMA fighter?
Who is going downstairs? What if so
What if she's RoboCop?
my girl is a whole fucking black belt in Taekwondo.
Go tell him.
I'm going downstairs.
We all know.
She's a whole black belt.
Right. So when
Technically better than me. Can lift her foot that high. I'm going downstairs.
Okay. So we all know this.
Stop.
Right? So when a
Stop.
red pill guy says you have an imperative to defend your woman, it's like, yes, we all know this intrinsically.
Yes.
Okay. And so I had a conversation with X briefly, and it was cool. And I asked him the question a bit differently. I want you guys to hear it. Hypothetical, there's a gun pointed at the both of you. All right. Do you feel like it's your responsibility to get in front of your girl before the gun goes off?
No.
No?
I mean, I feel, go ahead.
Okay. What if it's your child?
I mean, see, these hypotheticals, we're not gonna, like, going anywhere with that. I just say these hypotheticals are very, very bad.
But you understand the principle. I'm not talking about the technical aspect. You understand the principle of it. It's like
By principle, yes. By technicality, I feel like if there could be choices to make that are better, you could make a better choice, right? What type of gun it is?
Oh my God! What type of gun it is? Oh my!
hold on, chill. Give him a chance to explain. I know it sounds crazy.
I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
We'll give him a shot.
Angle it is like.
I think this is a question
okay.
about like just the principle of it, right?
This is just the principle. If
Yeah,
I went to
I
anybody,
agree with that. Yeah.
okay. God bless you. That was the only word I had. I thought we'd gotten so far off the deep end that we wouldn't say yes to that. Because I think
I mean,
if you
instincts
ask,
kick in as well. Like, I mean,
I just want you to understand like how it comes across to everyone in the world when they hear you even hesitate. Because if you ask most men on the street, vast majority of people, and you said, listen, there's a gun pointed at you and your girl, they would all jump and immediately say yes. Especially if it was their kids, they wouldn't even think about it. So when they even hear you hesitate, all of a sudden they look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah,
understand that?
even if they themselves wouldn't do it, they'd still answer yes to it, of course, right?
oh yeah, because they want a black and white answer, but no.
And but the thing that happens is that answer is the answer of someone that's never been in a situation that was like dangerous, and that's fine because most of the people in the world hasn't been in that situation, right? Which is fine. When shit like that happen, you do not have to. It's not even you. It's not even your brain talking. It's not your brain being like, okay, that's the type of gun. This person is like that. If I take his weight, that's not even that. That's movies. That's the Equalizer starring Denzel Washington. That's counting down. But that's not real life. Even when you're in a fight or flight situation, and there's a guy attacking you. You could take the classes, martial art classes that you think and that you have and whatnot. The first error that someone that takes martial arts class is thinking that they know how to fight. When that situation happens, it's fucked. You don't rely on your knowledge. You rely on what you repeated, and you have to train your body to act that way without you even thinking. Okay, that's the thing right there. No, my dude, you don't think. You don't have the time to think. You don't have the time to assess stuff. That's not the real world, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. But like you said in that clip, it really makes you're crazy, dude.
Okay, listen, on the woman thing, I could semi-understand. If someone brings up your child, I don't think, look, maybe I'm crazy. Like, I got nieces and nephews that I love. Anybody, it wouldn't even be a hesitation, at least my instinct. Some people are going to say, yeah, I would defend my girl, and maybe they wouldn't do it in the moment. But most people have that instinct or want to have that instinct. And so when you say, like, I don't know, maybe I won't, it sounds crazy to people, right? And this emboldens a lot of folks to follow a lot of these red pill dudes because their paradigm sounds far more appealing and much more natural than what you're explaining. Go to any man and say, well, maybe you don't go to defend your child. Think about it. They'd be like, what the fuck? It's my kid. Of course I'm going to die for my kid. Are you crazy? So when they hear you say anything otherwise, they throw everything that you have to say out the window and they're like, I'm going to talk to these red pill dudes because they sound way more reasonable. And a lot of folks go through this pattern where they're having these conversations with these people and then start to embolden them and make them sound more appealing because at the end of the day, they do sound more sensible. They do.
Even a woman with her child.
Of course.
And there's a dude, she will jump in front to save the child.
Yes.
If the dude don't react enough. If it's just her and the dude, she's probably gonna look at the dude. But if it's her child, that's crazy, dude.
Let me ask all the women who are watching right now. Leave a comment below. Ladies, if you found that your man wouldn't hesitate to save your... How fast is your pussy gonna dry up? How quickly are you turning into the Sahara Desert?
Sahara Desert's gonna fucking move in that pum pum.
Let's go.
Dusty.
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves.
Bro.
Is it 40 Thieves?
Yeah.
Listen, they all dry. Nobody cares.
Sandland.
Like your pussy.
Boom boom.
Okay, let's be honest. We know what it is.
A whole biscuit in the panties, yeah.
It could, when you have feminists and red pill guys agreeing on this concept, because I promise you, every feminist below would be like, I would expect my partner to save our child. When you got them both agreeing, you have to understand how your stance sounds ridiculous. So you cannot be so against a lot of this stuff that you start to sound that way.
But then
now, to be fair to him, he did roll it back. He's like, yeah, okay, if I would want to defend myself, but it's the hesitation or even the weirdness with it that sounds odd.
But
to
you
people.
just saying that. You just saying that. I can't have a conversation with you.
What you mean?
Because the conversation is going to be dishonest.
Why?
You're not even gonna. I'm gonna ask you. That's dishonesty. You're dishonest. You know damn well you're gonna try to protect, or you really are crazy. But if I look at you and if you talk like that, I'm gonna be like, I can't talk with you.
Yeah.
That's your answer to that question?
Or maybe you guys are just operating on such different paradigms. Like it's like, yeah, it's like you.
We're not even.
It's like you're justifying your stuff based off science. The other person's like, well, God told me. It's like
I'm like, I can't talk with you.
Yeah,
not necessarily because you're nonsensical, because we're not even talking about. We don't even have the same basis.
It's something that I've noticed a lot when I would see the interviews that some people would do, either be it with Fresh and Fit or this guy or some people. It's like you have to give ground on some stuff because the ground that they're standing on makes sense. You know, when they talk about the fact that women do generally desire men who make their income or above, you can't just say everything they say. That's a fact.
No, not me.
And that's something that we've been saying before we ever knew any of these guys. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Right? Yes, women like men who are bigger, stronger, taller than them. That's a fact. There's exceptions to the rule, but they generally like that. So when guys are telling you, go lift, go take care of your fitness, it makes sense. You can't just throw everything. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
It applies here.
There's some shit.
Right? And if you can find that middle ground, you can find the stuff that's in that ideology that makes sense and that can be helpful to you. Because let me be honest with you. When I was learning, and it wasn't called Red Pill back then, but when it was just like pickup artist stuff, when you're learning how to approach women or how to talk to women, all this stuff, there was a lot of stuff in there in terms of building self-confidence, in terms of getting better in a lot of aspects of your life. That is extremely useful. So, I'm watching all these conversations unfold. Of course, this guy's going to win out in most of these debates or seem more interesting to the public. It's like the alternatives don't sound really appealing, right? You're talking about dudes who are either A, out of shape, don't live desirable lives, don't have all the stuff that that the general populace would want in an ideal life. It's like, here's an example. It's like a 5'1" out of shape dude trying to give you fitness advice, even though he may have all the science, even though he may have all the facts, they're gonna go listen to a big dude who's in better shape because he seems to be living whatever it is that he's talking about.
Because the thing might work. Whenever they drop in your DM and it's like, do you want to increase your followers? And you look at their followers and they got 2. I'm like, bitch, go increase yours.
Yeah.
Go increase your followers. And then talk to me about my fucking followers.
Right.
I'm sitting here with 20,000. You got 5. And that's a scam.
And so there's no alternative to these dudes. They go win. They will win in a lot of these discussions.
It looks like a scam. Mm-hmm. If you don't live the life, you look like you live in the life. I'm gonna be like, why you out there teaching me? Yep. And you're not using it. It makes sense.
Yep. So just understand that, and guys, get ready. This whole red pill stuff is going to invade your TikTok. It has already to some degree. It's going to be all over YouTube. It's going to be talking points on the news. I see that's where it's going in the future.
I already had started, absolutely.
I think there's going to be a lot of pushback against it, but undoubtedly, all the mainstream people are picking up on it because it gets views, it gets clicks. So just get ready for that. And then, if you're going to argue against something or hate it, know what you hate. Because a lot of you have no idea what the fuck this shit is. You have no idea what it represents or what it does for men or how it helps them or why it's even needed. You don't know. You don't care to know. You just heard some shit you didn't like and it sounded funny based off your ideology. So you're like, fuck them. That's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. Because I see dudes are really gravitating toward this stuff and it's inevitable. And I'm not even mad at them. People think that. People are like, yo, Abba, why don't you try to pull more of these red pills? Because I'm not giving them an alternative. Do you think I'm going to run a coaching program? Do you think I'm going to spend time talking to all these young men who are lost and need some mentorship and I'm going to spend time trying to guide them? I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. So I'm not going to tell them not to go follow any of these dudes. If you want to and it helps you, hey man, go do you. I'm going to just say, hey man, there might be some stuff that's off about it, but otherwise go do whatever you want to do because there's nothing else out there. How are you going to get resources on how to approach ladies? Who going to teach you? Anything else you want to say?
No.
Protecting your kids a basic. That's a basic.
You sound crazy.
That's a basic.
You sound fucking crazy right